Rocky, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. I would like to give my opinion on the Escape SWV series episode 3. The anniversary breakfast with Latasha and her husband Rocky. My face was balled up the whole time. And the reason my face was balled up the whole time is Latasha didn't seem happy. Even though she was thankful for what he was doing, pulling out her chair, made breakfast, she just didn't seem happy. And I believe that she doesn't seem happy. To me, she doesn't seem happy because of what she's been dealing with the whole 27 years. We're getting a snippet of what she's been going through, but I know it's far worse in that she's dealing with. And I believe that she's not happy because it's resorted into her mean girl antics. And I believe that he is part of molding her mean girl antics towards people, or trying to claim self-entitlement because she wants a solo deal so bad, and he wants her to have a solo deal so bad that he's willing to say or do anything. And instead of him allowing her to be her, handle her own business between her and Escape, he's all up in her ear and telling her what to do, what to say. I believe that he wants her to have a solo deal because the check doesn't have to be split 4 ways anymore. It only has to be split. It's only going to one person, which is his pockets. And I believe that she's not happy because she's probably tried to morph herself into whatever she believes that he's looking for to make him happy, but it's not working. And now, slowly but surely, you got people coming out on the blog saying, giving spillets of what's going on with him, and giving us the man that he truly is. And she's probably tried to portray him as this wonderful, loving husband, and it's not that. When he was when they were meeting with Motown, he didn't have to open his mouth and say that he didn't know that Latasha hadn't told Escape. He didn't have to say anything. He's seen the look on the Motown people face, and he gonna further make it worse by saying, I didn't know. You can't tell me that this man didn't know, because she tells you everything. Everything everybody said, you probably know what color they had on, what position everybody was sitting in, whether they're sitting in a chair, where they standing. You know everything about their meetups. So you knew that she did not tell her group mates that she was shopping for a solo deal. Just a snippet of me can understand that she don't want to say anything because she don't want to, put the cart before the horse. She want to make sure she have something solid before she go running off at the mouth. But then again, the bigger part of me says she should have said something, only because from what they're saying, this is nothing new to them with what Latasha is doing. She did this the first time around, and that's probably why her solo career didn't take off, because she didn't do it the right way. She doesn't realize that this is business, nothing more. It doesn't have to be a friendship. And when you are jeopardizing somebody else's means of opportunity, their checks, getting in the way of them making their money for their family, then that's an issue. And because when people are trying to promote something, a tour or something, You have to have bookings, venues have to be open, everything, dates have to be aligned. So when they're waiting on your one yes, opposed to all six of these, all of these already on board yeses, and it's just hanging on to one answer, gigs can pass you on by. Because while they're waiting on you, other people are, other promoters are out there trying to shop for the things that they want, gigs that they want to put on and stuff. But they have to respect you enough time to get yourself together and come back to the table. You're mixing personal with business, and it doesn't work that way. Business and personal is like vinegar and oil. It doesn't mix at all. Take your feelings out of it and handle your business. And I don't feel as though that Tosh should have told Candy that she's seen I back that up. It's okay that she told Candy that she's seen Tasha, but when she told Candy that she's seen Tasha, that Tasha was meeting with Motown, I was like, that's not your business. That's not your place. You already know that there's tension there between the group. So when you go and tell Candy, you know Candy's going to tell the other two members, and it's going to escalate. And they're already upset with her. Why would you do this? You're supposed to be older and wiser and give advice. And you would have not wanted something that you were working on and you didn't really know the ins and outs of it to be spilt before you got a chance to speak. And I'm not saying that Latasha is right, but it just wasn't Tosh's place to go back and say anything. That's not her business. But I just don't feel as though that Latasha's happy, and I feel like her mean girl antics have a lot to do with it. And I believe that a lot of it comes from the stress of her husband, of what she's dealing with on a day-to-day basis with him, and how he's manipulating her. She's not happy. For Tamika and their mom sit-down dinner, my heart went out to Tamika, because all she wants is her mom's acceptance, her mom to be a mom. Her mom has not dealt with the pain that she went through when her husband left, and she's using her kids as a crutch because she never got the help that she needed. And I believe she really needs to go talk to somebody, because she thinks that she's the fifth member of the group. She's not. They're not even in her age group. They needed her when they were younger, when they were teenagers, because they got an escape when they were teenagers. But they're big girls now. They're grown women with families of their own. And she needs to let go. And for her to take Tasha and Rocky's side and just continue to say that they didn't take her money, how do you know? She don't have to say anything. She needs to stop defending them, because she don't know. And I believe even if the evidence was put right there in her face, she still would say the same thing, because she's drawing more to Latasha, because I believe Latasha is the oldest, and Latasha probably seen more of what she witnessed, a lot of what went on between the mom and the dad to cause dad to leave. And Latasha probably knows it all. And the mom used Latasha as a crutch, and Latasha probably feels a little bit responsible for her mom's happiness, because her mom is by herself and lonely. But that's not her. Her mom needs to find her a bingo game to go to or something, but she needs to get out of escape business, and she needs to get out of her daughter's business and let them heal. All she need to do for Tamika is be a listening ear, be a mom. It's okay to give advice, but when you're truly picking sides, and she took her son-in-law's side over her own daughter. she is truly wrong for that. Like I say, she need to call Ayana and try to fix her life, but talk to Dr. Phil, somebody. But the way she's going about it, she's going to cause more misery to herself. She's not doing herself any favors. And if Latasha's husband decides to have her cut you off as well, then who are you going to have? Because all Latasha decisions are based on what her husband thinks and what her husband says. And I understand that you and Latasha are close now, but when that husband have a say so, who knows which way the wind is going to blow? I believe that the mom is just so wrong, and she didn't give Tamika a hug and let her know she loved her until Tamika just broke down, put her hand over her face and just cried, because all she's looking for is her mom and a listening ear. She's not looking for anything else. It's not, her mom can't give her money back. Her mom can't make them do anything. She can't make the money reappear. She can't do anything. Sometimes all you need is just a listening ear. Even if it's nothing you can do, just be a mom. Just be there. I'm not asking you to attack them. I'm not asking you to sue them. I'm not asking you to do anything. Just be here for me as well. I'm not asking you to get to the bottom of it. I'm not asking you to do anything. But you're my mom as well. And that's all I'm asking. Coco and her son, I was glad that her son came to her and let her know that he wants to quit school. He doesn't want to continue to pursue his dentistry career. He wants to go full-fledged with his music career. Coco was, she didn't take it well. And she had him call her mom, and the mom, well, it didn't sit well with the mom either, but the mom did say, okay, it's your choice. Let's see what a year gives you. Take a year and don't throw it away, but just see where you go with your music. And if it takes off, then okay. If not, then you have to rethink some things. And I thought that was a good answer, because frankly, he can do whatever he want to do if he's grown, and he doesn't need anybody's permission, but for him to seek their advice and respect them enough to let them know, I applaud him for that. And, especially with his mom paying for his schooling, because he could have just, had her pay for school and not be going, and she expecting one thing but getting another. And glad it didn't go that way. Glad that he was, a grown man about it and had the conversation with her. Now, what I would have liked to see was that she let him know, okay, you're going to do this. I can't stop you. This is, because if your heart is not in it, your heart is just not in it. And not saying that he would fail his dentistry, but he'll probably go on, get his, dental degree, and it'll be shelved, and he won't do anything with it, or he'll be unhappy because he'll still be wondering, maybe if I could have, or and he's still young enough to seek his music career and see where it could take him, and still fall back into his dentistry and still get his degree. So as long as he doesn't throw it all the way out, then that's good. He's not saying no to dentistry, but he's not saying right now. But what I would have liked to Coco to say to him, okay, you want to pursue this in a grown man's game. Okay, this is, a grown man's game. This is life. Welcome to grown man. You want to be a grown man? I was paying for your schooling for you to transition into the game of life, which is not a game, but because you don't want that anymore, you've already figured, I'm going to pursue my music. But with pursuing your music, comes along other things such as life. You need money for rent. You need money for food. What are your plans? How are you going to pay for studio time? What are your plans? Have you figured all this out? Or are you trying to figure this out along the way? Because I'm not about to take the money that I've set aside for you for college to throw into a music career that may or may not take off tomorrow, or it may not take off for a couple of years. And then when you do decide, okay, well, now I want to go back for dentistry, there's no more money left. So I hope you have a plan. You need to let me know how you're going to pursue now this thing called life, because this is a grown man's game that you want to step into. And I'm eager to know what your plans are. I would have liked to hear her approach him from that aspect. And I understand, she says that's her best friend. Well, now he needs a mom, because this game called life, it'll chew you up, and I don't care who your mom is. The conversation between Lily and her son, part of it weirded me out. I don't know if she was talking about her vagina or something. I'm like, what is she talking about? But it just weirded me out. So I don't know. I can't speak on that. Help me understand that. I couldn't get with that when she was speaking about, I don't know if she was singing a song or whatever, but I couldn't get that when she was talking about a private part. But I do applaud her for admitting that she, was once homeless, and she slept in her car, and she went back to school, got her GED, got her a job, and didn't become another statistic. So I applaud her for that. And I hope that she pursue some of that and start doing some motivational speaking to let other people know that they too do not have to be a statistic, no matter what your issues, your barriers are, that you too can make it, and pursue your dreams and not be, caught up and, not, just, even though you feel as though, you may think that the world is closing in on you and society don't give a damn, and you feel as though that you're just left out here by yourself, you can still make it out, and you can still pursue your dreams, and don't give up. So I hope she do some little speaking engagements, whatever. My heart went out to her when she was saying that, because I know during that time, she probably was scared in that parking lot, sleeping in that car, whatever. I mean, I know I would be. And like I say, my heart just ached for her. And I'm so happy that she made it to the other side and was able to live out her dreams. Now, she did say that her son wants to pursue his rap career, but she didn't want, she wanted him to make it on his own. I felt as though, because she's been in the music industry for so long, even though she wants him to make it on his own, I hope that she is at least there to walk him through the door, to teach him so he don't get chewed up and spit out in this game of music. Because I've heard so many artists get into these 360 deals, and I don't understand what the 360 deal is, but from what I hear, it's a bad deal that majority of the artists get when they first get on, and it's so hard to get out of the 360 deal in unless you got some real bomb music and you're selling out stages, selling out tours. It's so hard to actually recover and make money from that 360 deal. And I know it's probably other bad deals that people get, but the one I hear a lot is the 360 deal. So even though she wanted him to make it on his own, because she's been in the music industry for so long, I know she knew a lot of people, and I hope that she can introduce him to the right people that can be a mentor to him, let him know the ins and outs, what to sign, what not to sign, and so he doesn't become another rapper that gets shelved after one song where he's not a one hit wonder, and he can continue to live out his dreams just like his mom. And I hope that at some time when he show her, and maybe that's what she's doing, she's waiting on him to show her something. She did say that he's a great rapper, and maybe she's waiting on him to show her more, so before she fully back him. And then if he does step up and show her what he has and what he has to offer, that she will put some type of energy, some type of backing behind him, because there's nothing wrong with the little nepotism. There's nothing wrong with a hand up instead of a handout. And if she can do that and see where it gets him, where it takes him, and I think that would be great, because he doesn't, like I say, a lot of these rappers, they get in today and they're gone tomorrow, or they start going down the wrong road with the wrong people, and partly because they didn't got into a bad deal, or they've gotten around the wrong crowd. So hopefully she's there to be a sound mind and to introduce him to some great mentors where he won't get mixed up and get a raw deal. Now, for Candy, I was glad to see that all 7 members of Escape and SWV was able to come together, put their hands in to agree for the tour to move forward. Now, I believe that Candy should have had a meeting with Escape by themselves to see, so they can all agree on what they were expecting from the group, from the tour. And that way, when Candy was speaking on headlining, they could have backed her up. I believe they still could have backed her up, but because she just went out there, she just took it there, I believe that nobody really, they were trying to see where she was going, see what she was going to say, and not step on her toes. But at the same time, I believe that they could have, they know Candy, and they know Candy is about the bottom line, her money. Now, Candy, I feel as though it would have been great for both groups to just co-headline like it was initially said. Both groups, name on the banner, same size. No, the banner, no, your font is no bigger than their font. That would have been great. Yes, I believe that SWV has sold more records than Escape, but honestly, Escape to me, it seemed like SWV is mostly overseas and Escape is mostly here. I don't know. I don't know. I believe I'm more of a Escape fan than a SWV. I like SWV, but I feel like I'm more of a Escape fan than SWV. And I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times before. But I believe that Candy, don't be greedy. It's hard enough trying to get Escape, all members of Escape, to agree upon just showing up. And now you're trying to ruin the moment. Let's get through one thing at a time. And yes, of course, everything needs to be talked about at the bottom line. But where was your management? I seen SWV management there, but I didn't see Escape management there. Shouldn't your management be included in all of your meetings? Now, if your management was there, then I apologize, but I feel like, why are you speaking if you have management? That's something that management should be working out with SWV management. And I feel as though that Candy, yes, you're being greedy. I know you want your check to be bigger, but you agreed to a joint tour. You didn't agree to a joint tour where and it was put in writing that SWV is opening for Escape. That should have been said up front, and I feel like with the way Escape is going, baby steps, baby steps. There was a better way to introduce what you said, and I believe that it should have came from management. Your management should have been speaking with their management, and I do believe that Candy, you're being greedy, and because SWV do have more songs than Escape, but at the same time, I can understand because Candy has always been about the bottom dollar, her money or whatever, but I just feel as though Candy need to hold on and see where it go, instead of now you didn't upset them. Now it's about to be a battle on stage where they're trying to prove their relevance and Escape trying to prove their relevance. There's a time and a place for everything, and I believe that should have been hashed out with management. And I believe, Candy, you just overspoke. I believe you just overspoke. It was going good, and now it's like you just had to step on it. And you could have just hold off, spoke to your group, and came back with your group all being in agreement. We all know what you want, but make sure you and your group are on the same page. That's the same thing Latasha is doing. She's just speaking or out of turn or not speaking at all. And it's just creating chaos for both groups. Candy, hold on. It's going to get there. This is just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think.